Hi, welcome to Balance 519. Thanks for clicking that link today and joining us. Always with me on my tech half is Little Dragon, aka Sunny. How you doing, Sunny?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
So today, just gonna touch quick on everything fitness. We are opening Monday is the plan. I think we could technically open sooner, but we want to make sure that everything is perfect. Obviously, with the new regulations, using the Disability Act, and with obviously the COVID measures, we haven't been open for a little while, so we just have to make sure everything is safe and within distance and sanitized and ready for everyone to start using the club. Just yeah, Sunny, there's some interesting rules. So with red zone, or sorry, level red, I guess they were calling it, and level orange, you would go from 10 people in red to 50 people in orange. So I guess when cases were lightened, that's how we get into these different levels.
Yeah. What's it
When
at
we
now?
got Well, with this new paperwork that the lawyer has provided us, it says in this new system with these gyms that are operating under the Disability Act, with our square footage of usable workout area, which is 13,000 square feet, we're over 17,000 in total, but obviously there's change rooms in, the front area and all in offices and things. So workout area is 13,000 square feet. So with the equation, it says that we are allowed 150 people training under the Disability Act.
It's more
That's a lot of
than we
people.
need. Yeah.
Right? So you think that, okay, with these restrictions, it'd be, but no, with the equation, that's how it goes. But we're obviously not letting in 150 people. We are going to make it probably 30 is what the, I think Mike and I are going to decide on, but we're still going to talk about that. But we're probably going to keep it as if it was in between level red and level orange, because that's the best for us to make sure that we can keep the club clean and sanitized and have the new people in and out using the club so everybody can utilize their membership. So
What about
we believe 30 is probably a
trainers?
good, trainers. Oh yeah. So staff and trainers don't get included with that number, and personal training can still happen. This another odd new rule is that there isn't partner training at the moment. So the reason being is because you can't have two people exercising that close together, especially during the stay-at-home order. So if there is two people, like a trainer and a client, the trainer has to have the mask and eye protection and can't be exercising at all. They can only be directing. And with it being the Disability Act, it has to be a certified personal trainer, because everybody using the facility at this time is disabled in some way.
Right.
So you do need a healthcare professional or a certified personal trainer to work with anybody. So everyone going into the club, you just gotta do your own thing, do what was scripted to you for your own recovery, and then leave the club, leave it clean as it was when you came in, and then someone else can come utilize their time slot. But yeah, so we're hoping to get that the sign in app, like Simply Booking, up on Sunday, and then you guys can start coming in on Monday, probably Monday at 9 a.m. And then afterwards, you can hopefully be able to utilize the other hours afterwards. But it'll be Monday at 9 when we can officially open the doors.
All right. Do we sign a waiver when we sign in using
It'll
the
be
booking?
the same. Yeah, that's a good question. It's the same as we've now altered the sign in at the door. So the COVID screening questions are there, and it also says that upon entering. So at the front desk, during staffed hours, and then as well as after hours at the front door, where you normally see our sign for our COVID screening questions. Applied to it now is also the question to make sure that you are utilizing the club under the Accessibility of Ontarians with Disability Act 2005. And that just says that you are able to use the club because it has been recommended to you by a healthcare professional to use exercise to aid in your recovery, whether it be mental or physical, and you are choosing the club, Everything Fitness, to utilize that for your exercise.
So that's just something that has to be signed.
Yeah, so it's the same.
Any papers in?
Nope, you don't have to bring any papers in. It's actually illegal to
Right.
ask anyone for medical documentation. So yeah. So yes, signing your key fob either at the front door and then at the front desk. Both times are saying that you agree to the COVID questions, that you haven't had COVID, you don't have any COVID symptoms, you haven't been out of the province for 14 days. For the last 14 days, you haven't been in contact with anybody that's been out of the province for the last 14 days. And then again with the Disability
Standard.
Act. Yeah. So if that all applies to you, you click that, that's your digital signature. You do it another time when you come in and see us, because then you will hand sanitize and you grab the Virox, spray your cloth, and then also sign in again, agreeing to the same questions.
Awesome. So we can come in and do our physio and get healthy. And
Yes.
how long do you think this is going to last?
Well, now that our club is under this, we'll always stay open. Will be essential now. And then as things get lifted, then we can just, increase our numbers
Right.
and change our restrictions as the province sees fit. So
Awesome.
but this is nice now that regardless on what happens, they are agreeing to help people with disabilities, mental and physical, because they're definitely both
We've always
issues that
been
need to be
essential.
addressed.
I mean, it's always been an essential thing. It's just that we had to push to get
Yes,
in.
definitely. So if you're a Everything Fitness member, or you're thinking about getting a membership, or even if you just want to train at our club till your club opens, we welcome everybody. It's been a struggle for all the clubs. So please be patient if you are coming on board. Please be patient if you are emailing and calling. We only have one person on staff at the moment, other than Mike and myself and the cleaners. So we are trying to get it all done, but everyone is welcome. Please come back. Please utilize the club, especially for your your mental and physical needs. Like we get it. We get that you need to train, you need to exercise, especially if it was a part of your life before. So we'll see you guys on Monday. Welcome back.
I agree. Excellent.
All right, switching over. Just wanted to talk quickly about the market, because that is definitely part of what we do. So it actually looks a little better. That's funny. I couldn't find the button for the life of me there. Not that I'm hiding anything with the portfolio, but still it's not.
Yeah.
You can see actually here I have an open trade, and it's just chilling. So you can just see my entry point was there at 54,309, and I put a stop loss here at 52,999. I like those 99 numbers. I always use those. I'm told to use those because a lot of times people will sell at the zeros, so 60,000. So sometimes if you put 60,000 or higher, the second it touches and people's futures start taking profit, then you never get it. Before it cashes you out, it starts dropping. So they always say to just get it underneath what everyone else would be wanting to cash out at,
to guarantee your sale.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And same with the the stop loss. I like to just get underneath, because sometimes if people will set a buy, they'll set a buy at 53,000.
Right.
So as long as I'm, still, if they set a buy at 53,000 and it's dipping, but at 53,000, there's a bunch of sales, it'll start coming up and it won't stop me out, and I'll stay in the trade if it does a bounce and comes back up.
Right.
So that's what but you have to agree to yourself, okay, I'm willing to lose this much in order to stay in the, in the trade.
Right.
And if you see on let me see if I can pull this up on my coin futures. Let's see if it's here. Should be. Yeah, on here, because with coin, when you're doing futures for coin, you're actually trading your asset. So I don't like losing the asset. So if you see here, my entry point was actually here at 57,749. But then I put my stop loss above it at 58,000. And right now it's actively trading at 58,900. I actually took profit right before we went on before we went live. It hit my first trigger, and I have another trigger up way up here. See that one up here?
Okay.
So if this hits there, then I'll take profit as well. But I've already taken profit halfway through, which is always good. I always recommend to take profit early. But if you see that, even if this dumps, I'm still going to dump above my entry point. I stopped it ahead. So I'll always be in profit. And I always like to do that on coin, because you're actually trading. You're not trading and winning or losing cash. You're actually trading and losing your own Bitcoin or whatever asset you're trading on. So I don't really like to lose my actual Bitcoin that I've saved up or traded in order to get that hodl up, because I just use the coin to get my hodl position bigger.
So it's a smart way to minimize your losses.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, sometimes you put an entry position and you didn't, you do it out of emotion, and all of a sudden it starts dumping. You don't even get a chance to put a stop loss at a good point here. That, this just jumped up. So then I made sure that I put one in to make sure that I don't lose too much.
Oh, nice.
But in general, the market is definitely doing so much better. And I know there's a lot of different altcoins out there that people use, but you can't deny that Bitcoin, it's whatever is happening with Bitcoin is going to happen to the altcoins. If Bitcoin starts dumping, guess what? The altcoins start dumping. They do have their own cycle, but still, you can't deny everything happens with whatever's happening with Bitcoin.
Right.
But you can see it is slowly, it's coming out of this. And in all the EMA ribbons, it's really getting close. Like the hour, it's starting to climb out. See that? It's starting to climb out there. The 4 hour. Let me see. Sorry about that. There we go. And then the 4 hour, it's climbing out as well. It's getting close. We just got to get above this ribbon. And the other thing we were looking at was the daily. Sorry, guys. See here, we need to finish off this day inside of the ribbon. All the people that I follow, they talk about it breaking the 50 EMA ribbon, so the 50-day moving average. That's the bearish line. The top is the bullish line, which is the 20-day moving average. So if this day ends underneath, then there's a bad sign that it might continue to start dropping. Because if you can see, it always touches and it comes back up. It'll touch. Look at this double touch of the 50 EMA, and then all the run. It touches the 50 EMA and it runs up again. So it's touching. So we're hoping this is the touch that goes up. But if it goes back up. But if it closes, see, it never was underneath it.
Oh, okay.
Now they're worried if this green one right here turns red and closes underneath, then it might be
another dump,
a bearish, or like it might start the bear trend might just start happening, and then that means Bitcoin did top out this, bull cycle at just under 70, which it doesn't look like it. So we just really, a lot of the other crypto YouTubers that I follow, that we all follow. And most of us do, they all talk about, all the other signals and technicals that they look at don't show that the bull run is over. They're all still very, very bullish. So
you had mentioned tax time, that the companies are going to do their taxes, and then there's going to be a trend in May.
Yeah. When the tax time is happening, then a lot of people like to invest. But you'll see the crypto space go up, and there's going to be the States is getting another stimulus payment.
Yeah.
So usually around the stimulus payments, then that happens as well. So.
And then there's a Walmart prediction. Well, they said that they're going to buy.
That they're buying.
May.
In Bitcoin. So in May they have to. They gotta show their books, being a publicly traded company. They gotta show it. So then we'll see if they did buy that Bitcoin that they're saying.
Isn't it being said that now is probably the last time that you have a good chance of getting in on the market?
Yeah, 100%. If you aren't in crypto and you're interested, we got just look down on our links. We got the Binance link there. definitely hit the like and subscribe button, because we always end our podcast with a little bit of crypto. You know, we just started with it, but we're very bullish, and we are all in. You know, there's nothing else that gives you a better return than crypto.
Nothing on earth.
Yeah, everyone can talk about, oh, it's so volatile, but there's a difference between risk and volatility. You know, there is a better chance, a 100% better chance that Bitcoin will go to $1 million than Bitcoin going to zero. It's not going to zero anymore.
It won't.
No.
You can't.
No. If you hodl Bitcoin, and if you're new to the space, hodl is hold on for dear life. If you just hold on to the asset for 5 years, you're going to win. When we talk about this futures trading and moving coins, we're just trying to basically increase our hodl balance. So we'll trade and move coins around and do futures to make more asset, to make more ETH, to make more, or to invest more in Bitcoin. So we're just trying to always increase that. So we're holding it as an asset. We gotta stop thinking of it as cryptocurrency. It's more of crypto asset. You know, it's not a currency. You can't think of it that way anymore.
And that's pretty much what I've done. I've only put in $50 for a couple of paychecks until I had about 300, and that's over a month. And I started in February, and I've already made 400.
Yeah,
just letting it sit there.
Yeah, we have another business owner that we know in Guelph. He got it. You know, he didn't have the time. He finally got all this stuff verified. He just put quickly $20 before his lunchtime rush. Yeah. Forgot about it. We had that run up to the last all-time high when we hit 60. Yeah. And I asked him to check, and he checked his account. That $20 went to $248. Yeah. Like that's insured. Like we had a big correction and it's going to go down, but you don't lose the amount of Bitcoin unless you sell it or trade it and lose. You always have it. Sure, it goes up and down, but it's going to go up. It just always goes up.
It's going up.
Yeah. I started at 33. Like I bought, I think it was $50 of Bitcoin. It was around 33K. And then in 7 days, it went to 43K.
Crazy.
And I was like, oh, is this what this space is like? And I thought it was going to hit 1 million in the next month.
I bought it when it was around, the 40,000 mark, and then it went up to 60. My balance is over $1,000.
Yeah. And you're still, even though this huge correction, you're still 10 grand up.
I'm still
you're still there.
Over 1,000. And I haven't done any futures yet. So
yeah. And that's without trading. It's just making money sitting there. Yeah. Guys, this is definitely the time. Definitely the time. Get in now. The bear market will come, and then you just got to hold on to your positions, because once that bull market comes back up again, who knows how high that coin will go.
It's coming.
It'll be big.
It's going to be a rocket ship.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, so then what are you going to do with it though? Well, think about it. If you want to buy a house, maybe you don't have the ability to get a line of credit from a bank, but if you have 30% down using your asset of Bitcoin or Ethereum, that'll work. You can put your Bitcoin down as your down payment for a car, down payment for anything. It's an asset. It's like gold, and it's like silver. There are banks there that are already doing it. Yep. And
the most secure asset you can have.
Yeah. And they'll take it, because then if it goes up, they're going to make money on your Bitcoin when you use it as an asset.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to Balance519. Little Dragon, nice seeing you again.
Thanks again for having me.
All right. And we will touch in, or we will see you guys tomorrow.